Okay, so you'd asked about 6 and 7, so I have them worked out here, and I'll just talk you through the process and some little hints that I can give you. So with number 6, we always want to go to the conclusion first and foremost, and we notice the conclusion is a dot, which means that if we get L on a line by itself and we get B on a line by itself, we can conjunct them together, and then we have our answer. So then what we want to do is we want to go to our premises and we want to ask ourselves, where are the premises? So we have, where are the simple statements in the premises? So L is right here and B is right here. L is going to be easy because L is connected with a dot, and whenever you have a dot, you can simplify. And that's what I did here on line 3. I just took line 2 and I simplified the L, so we're already halfway there. Now, we also need this simple statement B up here. Now, B has a main operator of this horseshoe, which means we want to use modus ponens. So we have the antecedent right here, and we need the consequent right here. So since we have the L right here, we'll just add the T to it, and then we have our antecedent. So then we can then use modus ponens, and we'll bring out the consequent. So I use line 1 and 4, and I use modus ponens, and now I have B dot G. And again, since it's connected with the dot, we can easily simplify it. We'll just bring down the B from line 5. And now that we have L on a line by itself and B on a line by itself, we will just conjunct them together on line 7, and we're done. Okay, and then number 7, it's just T. So we go to the premises and we find out where T is, and T is right here. And it's a very similar situation that we had over here because the main operator is a horseshoe. So that means we need this antecedent so we can then pull out the consequent. So we want to ultimately use modus ponens. But in order to get there, we're going to need this not F so we can add the X on. So to get the not F, we're going to take the not P from line 3. We're going to connect it with line 2 with modus tollens. So remember, when you have the negation of the consequent, then you can get the negation of the antecedent. So you end up with not F, which is exactly what we wanted because we need that not F so we can add the X. So if you look on line 5, I took the not F, I added the X, and now I have the antecedent. And now that I have the antecedent, I'm going to pull out the consequent with modus ponens. And now we have a P or T, but we need to isolate that T and get it alone. And the T and the P are connected with a wedge. And the only way you can separate a wedge is to have the negation of one side or the other. And of course, in this case, we want the negation of P, so we can then pull down T. And we happen to have it right here. So we use line 3 and 6 with DS, and we'll get our T. So always remember, whenever you have a wedge, DS is your best friend. The only other operation we have right now is CD. Okay, hopefully this will help you.